Welcome to episode 68 of the Ontario Mortgage and Real Estate Insights podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hamwin. Today we're diving into some intriguing developments in the real estate world, starting with the latest news from Montreal. According to the Quebec Professional Association of Real Estate Brokers, Montreal area home sales rose by 9.3% in August, compared to the same month last year. This increase puts sales levels slightly higher than the historical average for this time of year. The association reports that home sales in the Montreal region totaled 2,991 for the month, up from 2,737 in August 2023. The median price for all housing types also saw a year-over-year increase, led by a 6% rise in the price of a Plex, which reached $763,000 last month. The median price for a single-family home rose by 5.2% to $590,000, and the median price for a condominium rose by 4.4% to $407,100. Charles Brandt, the market analysis director at the Quebec Professional Association of Real Estate Brokers, noted that the strength of the Montreal resale market stands in contrast to declines in many other Canadian cities. These cities are struggling with higher levels of household debt, lower savings, and diminishing purchasing power. It's a fascinating contrast that highlights the unique dynamics at play in Montreal's real estate market. Active listings for August jumped 18% compared to a year earlier, reaching 17,200, while new listings rose by 1.7% to 4,840. These numbers suggest a robust and active market, with plenty of options for buyers and sellers alike. Now shifting our focus to Nova Scotia, the provincial government is proposing a 2-year extension to its 5% cap on rent increases, extending it until the end of 2027. This proposal, however, does not include the creation of an enforcement unit to bolster the province's tenancy rules and regulations. Service Nova Scotia Minister Colton LeBlanc announced that legislation was tabled on Friday to extend the cap, which was originally set to expire on December 31st, 2025. According to LeBlanc, the 5% ceiling aims to balance the needs of both landlords and tenants, who are all facing increased costs. LeBlanc stated, "We still strongly believe that the answer to the rental market challenges is more housing, but in the meantime, we have to protect Nova Scotians." Despite recent calls from both landlords and tenants for a rental compliance and enforcement unit, LeBlanc argued that there are already adequate protections under the existing rules and regulations. Interestingly, in 2022, Halifax-based Davis Peer Consulting was hired by the province to study Ontario's enforcement system. However, the government never released the findings publicly. The Canadian Broadcasting Corporation reported in August 2023 that the study had recommended a similar enforcement unit for Nova Scotia. LeBlanc pointed out that the government believes such a system would slow the current dispute resolution process, where the wait time for a hearing is at most 6 weeks. "It would be bringing more bureaucracy and more red tape at a time when we need less red tape," he said. "It wouldn't achieve what tenant and landlord organizations have said it may achieve." Opposition parties were quick to criticize the government's latest moves. New Democratic Party leader Claudia Chender called the current rent cap fundamentally useless, arguing that it does little to help people struggling with the cost of living. Chender also pointed out that the bill does nothing to address a problem with fixed-term leases, which she claims are being used as a loophole by large corporate landlords to get around the rent cap by increasing rents for new tenants. Liberal housing critic Braden Clark expressed disappointment over the decision not to create an enforcement unit. Clark shared a story about a constituent who had a small fire in their unit 13 months ago and still hasn't been able to move back in. "There's no timeline for when they can go back," he said. In addition to extending the rent cap, the government proposed changes to the Residential Tenancies Act. These changes would allow landlords to issue eviction notices after 3 days of unpaid rent instead of 15 days. Tenants would also be prohibited from subletting units for more than they are currently paying. The proposed bill also aims to clarify conditions under which landlords can end a tenancy, such as criminal behavior, disturbing fellow tenants, repeated late rental payments, and extraordinary damage to a unit. These changes won't just benefit landlords, they will help other tenants and neighbors too, said LeBlanc. Now let's turn our attention to a fascinating property listing near Cobourg, Ontario. This 46-acre spread is not just any piece of land, it comes with its own woods and a trout stream, creating a serene and private oasis that seems almost too good to be true. Given its features and amenities, the asking price of $2.79 million has many wondering if it's underpriced. Located at 457 Wilson Drive in Alnwick-Haldimand Township, this rural retreat offers a unique blend of seclusion and convenience. The homeowners, Linda and Brad, have enjoyed the property for 20 years, describing it as their little piece of paradise. Despite its private setting, the property is just a short drive away from essential amenities and recreational activities. Linda notes that everything you need or want is within a 10 to 12-minute drive. This includes the town of Cobourg with its wide sand beach, the Baltimore Recreation Center with various sports facilities, and trails in Northumberland County Forest for biking, hiking, and cross-country skiing. The property is also close to shops, eateries, and a large hospital off Highway 401. The couple, who operate a general contracting company, designed and built the home themselves in 2004. It's situated on the protected Oak Ridges moraine, which restricts development and adds to the property's allure. The wood and stone house spans 4,200 square feet and features top-quality materials and finishes throughout. One of the home's standout features is the open-concept great room with a vaulted ceiling and a stone fireplace, adjacent to a gourmet kitchen designed for socializing. Other highlights include quiet dinners in the courtyard and morning coffee in the east-facing sunroom where Linda enjoys watching birds at the feeder. Brad's favorite spot is the recreation and games room downstairs, complete with a wood stove and radiant floor heating. This cozy indoor oasis is perfect for watching sports during the winter months. The property also includes a 3-bay shop with a second-floor guest suite, making it ideal for a home-based business. The expansive front and side lawns are adorned with perennial gardens, a solar-heated in-ground pool, and a fish-stocked pond with a rockwater feature. According to broker Jacqueline Pennington, the property's impeccable landscaping and private forest make it something special. She also highlights its versatility and suitability for a multi-generational family or as a secondary recreational home. With 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and a large attached garage, the home offers ample space for a growing family. The second-floor main suite is particularly luxurious, featuring hardwood flooring throughout and a spacious ensuite bathroom. For Linda and Brad, the property has served as a decompression zone, a place to unwind and connect with nature. However, as empty nesters, they find it's more than they need now. "We thought it would be our last home," says Brad, who will miss the privacy and space that the acreage offers. Given the current market conditions and a recent drop in interest rates, broker Jacqueline Pennington believes it's a good time to invest in luxury property. She points out that you wouldn't be able to build a house and buy land for the listing price of under $2.8 million, making this property a steal in today's market. Well, that wraps up today's episode of the Ontario Mortgage and Real Estate Insights podcast. Thanks for tuning in to hear about these exciting developments in the real estate market. I'm your host, Steve Hamoan, and I look forward to bringing you more insights in our next episode. Until then, stay informed and make well-informed decisions.